Hi. You know, we talked about spices before, and that, sometimes you might be missing a spice. But what happens if you have a spice? Could there be something that might be just a little better? As an example, there's regular pepper, regular plain black pepper. That's good. Use it a lot in cooking, things like that. Seasoned pepper. Things like lemon pepper. One of my favorites is crushed red pepper. Garlic and pepper seasoning combination. But when you look at this and you look at fresh ground pepper, no comparison. Take this every day. You might not like pepper. It's okay. Let's talk about salt. Iodized salt. That's what most people think about when they think about salt. Something that comes in a regular table salt shaker, right? But there's also iodized sea salt. Have you tried it? I kind of like it a little bit better. And not only that, there is coarse ground sea salt. And you can put it in a grinder and get fresh ground sea salt. Oh, baby. Take this in a heartbeat. So even though you might have a spice, there might be that same spice that might be just a little bit better. And that's what I was finding when I was looking at my delay pedals. And then found out about something. So here is my old pedal board. I had my loop station on there and a Dan Echo, and I needed to make a change. So I took off the loop station and the Dan Echo, and I'm going to move those over to a smaller pedal board, which is also going to include my Flamma FS02 reverb pedal, and this will be exclusively for doing looping. So what exactly is it that I'm looking for to enhance that flavor in my delay? Let's take a look. We've got a box, and it needs to be opened. So, talking about delays and what I found. I've been looking at some videos on YouTube, and I found what I felt was going to be a solution to some of my problems delay-wise, my taste in delays. One of the delays that I have is the Electro-Harmonix Grand Canyon delay. I love it. Great sounds, but it's a little cumbersome to use sometimes. Got to admit. Love the sounds, just a little bit cumbersome to use. It isn't as easy to dial in exactly what you might be hoping for. I still have, an Ibanez, older, like in the 80s it was made, I forget the exact number, but it's a model D something 10. Very limited into what that can do. It's a digital delay. And I also have the Dan Echo, which is an echo type, an analog echo type pedal. And I was running some things together, and it was really nice to be able to do that. But I still didn't have all the sounds that I was sometimes desiring. So, watch some videos. I found one item, and I found the item on sale from Sweetwater. Good price, good candy, and from what I've heard, a very, very good pedal. This is the TC Electronic Flashback Triple Delay. The TC Electronic Flashback Triple Delay. And this is how it's going to be set on my pedal board. Now let's take a little bit of time to learn about it. It has many different delay types. The normal ones would be tape, tube, space echo, analog delay, analog with modulation, reverse delay, dynamic delay, 2290 delay, which is an older TC Electronic design, 2290 modulated delay, a slapback echo, lo-fi, a ping pong delay type, and then there are 4 spaces, TP 1, 2, 3, and 4, to where you can either download what are called tone prints that other people have created and allow you to download their custom settings, or you can create your own. The biggest thing about this delay, besides having so many different types, it has a time dial here, so you can change the how fast the delay goes. Slow, it'll go as long as a 7-second delay time on some of these delays, up to a real quick slapback type delay. It also has a tap tempo switch here on the foot switch, so you can tap in the tempo that you want versus doing this. The next control here is just a little toggle switch that allows you to switch between 1, 2, or 3 numbered delays. So there are 3 different delay types that you can have kind of pre-programmed and just select those on the fly. The next one is the number of repeats, how many repeats it will go. So fewer repeats to more repeats to almost infinite. The next one is the mix. how much of the original guitar sound you will get versus how much delay type you will get. The more to the right that you turn that, the less that you probably will hear the original guitar sound. The next control is serial in the up position or parallel in the lower position. This pedal has 3 different delay engines. It's like having 3 different delay pedals all in one. You can choose any one of those, or you can choose any 2 of them or all 3 of them in combination. And this switch will make them either run into each other, so this delay will run into this delay, which will be affected, the first one, and these 2 can run into the third delay, and all of them are going together and mixing together. Or they can run in parallel, so each one is running distinctly through the system on its own, but you can hear all 3 of them. The last control over here is called it's the subdivision dial, and you can dial this in for quarter notes, dotted eighth notes. There are 11 different settings here, and the last 4 are combined settings. So it would be like a quarter note plus a dotted eighth note. So this would, you've got 3 different delays. You can combine them, 2 of them together, these 2 together, these 2 together, all 3 together. And each delay can have a different subdivision and a different delay type with different timing. It's an amazing pedal. It is like having 3 different delay pedals and being able to almost rewire your pedal board on the fly. So I'm really looking forward to getting this mounted, the power all figured out, hooked up onto my pedal board. And I think this is going to be close to the finalization of my pedal board. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have one pedal board specifically now for my guitar playing, electric bass, things like that, versus one that I can use for my microphone running into my loop pedal and things like that. I'm going to have a small pedal board specifically for that I can also put at the end of this pedal board if I want to use that looper instead of the looping ability that my Electro-Harmonix Grand Canyon delay also has. I can use that, and we'll just see how that goes. The TC Electronic Flashback triple delay. I was worried that this was going to be discontinued. It's the only pedal that I am aware of that has 3 delay engines all wrapped together into one. I know that there are some that have 2, but this one allows you to be able to switch it very quickly on the fly, to have them affect each other or to run separately through the system in the parallel mode. So many possibilities, so many different things that I'll be able to do with this. My other delay pedal was just a little bit rough to use. You couldn't always dial in exactly what you wanted to every time. It does have great sounds, and I'm still going to be keeping that Grand Canyon. But this one, I think, is going to be probably used a little bit more than the Grand Canyon. We'll have to see. On the Grand Canyon, I do love the shimmer delay. It's really nice. This doesn't have that, but it has a lot of other ones, both digital and analog and tape style delays, all wrapped up into this one pedal. It's amazing, just amazing. A lot more selections, a lot more possibilities than the other delay pedal. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell right there so that you can be notified the next time I post a video. Whether it's taking a quick little look at something, or it could be a music video where I'm using something like this to do some of my music videos when it entails using other instruments with the Native American flute, which does take center stage in all of the music that I'm putting out in the last probably 10 years. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.